Hello, sports fan. This is Stephen Hill for Sports Choice Plus. I'm bringing you a very special breakdown. I'm going to be covering, is Lamar Jackson an elite quarterback? Before I get right into that, I want to make sure you're subscribing to the YouTube channel so you can get all the updates each and every time we have breakdowns here at Sports Choice Plus. Without further ado, let's get right into the action. Looking at this last season for Lamar Jackson, it was a struggle. There was several ups, several downs, but Lamar Jackson willed the Baltimore Ravens to the playoffs where they were effective in making the playoffs. Just down the stretch, you saw a lot of growth in a lot of different areas with Lamar Jackson. You saw a lot of different things that were happening for him that he did positively. A lot of stuff was on the ground as far as him being able to run the ball, but you didn't really see him develop into the bigger passer that we know he could possibly be. Coming just off 2 years ago when he won his basically NFL MVP and took a big time jump, if we will. And it's tough because I want to be fair to Lamar and say, you know, he doesn't have exactly the best wide receivers. He doesn't have the best scheme. He doesn't have a lot of the best things, but I have to understand Lamar Jackson is a grown man and this is the NFL. He has to work at his craft. He has to get the job done. There are several things he can do to get better, but unfortunately the answer is no. He is not an elite quarterback. As far as his skill set, does he have a good skill set as far as running the football? The answer is yes. Is it above average? Hell yes. He's not only one of the most dynamic runners in the game, but he not only can go from 0 to 100 real quick. And when I tell you he can hit on his head on the goalpost, he can go 40 yards in seconds like that and really hit his head on the goalpost. But when it looks like the Baltimore Ravens, they're going to have to make changes to the roster to adjust to make sure Lamar Jackson has a better skill set of wide receivers that can catch the ball. Also, I think that the style of play in Baltimore is not going to work for Lamar Jackson to be more successful and effective. I think they're starting to slowly realize that, and they have to make big changes in personnel. One of the things I think that they should look at is possibly going after Antonio Brown, possibly adding another big play wide receiver because he needs the help. I know that players like Snead and Hollywood Brown, those names are not really the best names in the game. You need to give him a target, a la Odell Beckham Jr. in Cleveland. You know, you may want to sniff around and see if they want to make trades. There's other young wide receivers that are coming into the NFL. I'm not saying you're going to get the best of the best coming in to help him, but at some point in time, we're slowly ticking away and saying, okay, year 1, year 2, year 3, year 4, year 5. What are we doing right now? Because you see Patrick Mahomes ascending. You see all these other quarterbacks like Justin Herbert ascending, Joe Burrow ascending when he was healthy. But you want to make sure that, you know, you're surrounding and making sure your guys are developing their talent if you're Lamar Jackson. But as of right now, he's not a elite quarterback. Unfortunately, I wouldn't be able to agree with it. I wouldn't be able to tell you. I mean, I want to fight for the guy. I want to argue for the guy, but the numbers in the playoffs just speak for themselves. It's year after year after year, and it doesn't matter whether they're playing either home or away. It's the struggles continue. The regular season, you saw it struggled a little bit, and then he just kicked into the overdrive of just running everything. So I don't think he's an elite guy. I'm sorry. I apologize if that hurts anybody. But Lamar Jackson, he's a pretty good talent, decent quarterback, pretty above average quarterback, excuse me. But I would not put him in the top tier echelon of elite quarterbacks or even the second tier of elite quarterbacks in the NFL. All you Ravens fans, get in the comment section. All you NFL fans, leave your comments in the comment section below. Definitely check out Sports Choice Plus. Make sure you're clicking the link and following the link to the Facebook page. I don't comment on the YouTube channel any longer, but feel free to definitely hit up that Facebook channel and you can get all the updates there as well. Thank you so very much and have a great one.